Hey, Merry Christmas. I hope you had a fantastic holiday, and since it's New Year's Eve, I wish you nothing but the best for the coming year. Have you ever had one of those days where no matter what you do, it just ends in a failure? Well, that's been my whole month of December. It's been 25 days since I've uploaded a video, and it hasn't been from a lack of effort or desire. It's simply been a failure after failure after failure. No matter what I've done, no matter what project I tried to tackle this month, it ended in a disaster. I've taken one step forward and ended up 2 steps back. So let me show you what I've been up to and what's been going on for the past few weeks. So I started the month with installing the cucaracho horn. I found some room and a brace behind the grill, got some hardware store brackets, and mounted the air horns and compressor to that brace that I was able to take off of the car. When I took the compressor and air horns out of the box to mount them to this brace, these colored rings fell off. These rings are used to match up the compressor to the horns to make sure the notes are in the correct sequence. After 3 hours of studying online photos and videos, I still wasn't sure if I had it right, so I contacted the Amazon seller. He was kind enough to send me a diagram showing which color rings went to which horns and compressor ports. So I got the hoses routed and reinstalled that bracket and air horns inside the grill, and well, this is the results. I found some 19mm buttons on Amazon, which gave me the idea of doing a super smooth button install for the musical horns, and eventually a PA system that I'm going to be adding soon. I was real careful in pulling the dash apart, since I wanted to install the buttons in a blank section of the panel where the previous owner added some cheap stick-on chrome pieces. I was delicate when prying and peeling off that chrome piece, and I was feeling good too when I got the glue foam backing off without any staining or marring of the plastic. I put tape down, marked the holes, used a unibit step drill bit and got the perfect size holes. I got the 2 buttons installed and felt pretty good too with how they turned out. I went to reinstall the dash panel and it just wouldn't sit flush. I then discovered the fuse panel is directly behind the buttons, and those buttons wouldn't allow enough recess of the dash panel to fit. I had to gently scrape off the other chrome stick-on piece without destroying it, move it over top the already drilled holes, re-drill new holes on the other side, and reinstall the buttons.
What are you doing?
In my last trip to get the limo registered, I failed inspection because of the lights on the hood and the gas cap was locked. So I covered up those lights with electrical tape and made sure the gas cap would come off. Piece of cake, right? I ran the car through inspection again, only to find out this time there's a leak in the evap system and gas fumes are escaping somewhere. The inspector told me that cars built from 1975 on have a closed loop system, and those fumes are captured and recirculated back into the fuel system. When I was inspecting the tires, I saw this date code showing that they were made on the 45th week of 2004. That makes them 13 years old and certainly explains the condition they were in. I priced new tires and found the best deal at the tire rack. I'm fortunate to have a tire rack warehouse near me, and when I went to pick them up, I was surprised by the sheer size of the warehouse. I wanted to take a walk through of the warehouse and spoke with the counter guy, but he just wouldn't let me in. I also called corporate, explained how immense the warehouse is and impressive the size is, and how I wanted to film inside to share it with others, but again, no luck. So after getting the 4 new tires, I ran them over to my tire guy to get them mounted and balanced. Strangely, 2 were mounted with the white walls out, which is the correct way I wanted them, while 2 were reversed with the white walls on the inside. I left those 2 at the shop to get corrected and figured I'd pick them up the next day, and well, this is what I woke up to.
15 minutes later.
So now with the tires on the rim the right way, let's see if we can salvage the day and get something positive out of this. Get those wheels on the car and let's get it for a drive. So I'm thinking, why don't we run over to my favorite school parking lot, see if there's a way to drift a front-wheel drive K-car limousine in the snow. So I drive the car over to the school parking lot, and as a perfect ending to a month of failures, a cleaning crew was already there salting and plowing the parking lot. So anyway, that concludes the month of December and the list of failures that just seemed non-stop. So thanks so much for joining me here on this journey, and as always, thanks for watching.